LOL. Hi YouTube, long time no see. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I have not posted in like 6 years. She's all grown up. She's a woman now. I want to be talking about icks. I want to talk about your icks. I want to talk about my icks because on Instagram I asked you guys, what are y'all icks? And you guys gave me a ton. Let's talk about what is disgusting about another gender while I do my makeup. Oh my god, I'm so used to cutting because of TikTok, but like this is YouTube. I could keep going this whole time. I don't have to stop the video. I want to drink wine today and like it's a Thursday. Like I have free will. I can. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera because I have no patience for eyebrows. The other day I did a Q&A with my boyfriend and like he did not know what an ick was, and like I had to explain to him because he's not really on TikTok like that. So he's like, what even is an ick? An ick, as defined by Urban Dictionary, is something someone does that is an instant turn on for you, making you instantly hate the idea of being with them romantically. Well, I guess I didn't even know what an ick was because he asked me, he's like, what are my icks? What like grosses you out about me? Something that's gross about him like wouldn't make me not want to be with him romantically. Like I'm still infatuated, obsessed with him. I'm still rad for him. Maybe I didn't know what an ick was either. I can probably think of an ick for every person I've ever dated. So far, the brows are this channel's biggest improvement. Should I read your guys' icks and then go along with it? I think I should do that. I'm using the Tint Idol concealer. Yo, I can't believe I got PR from Lancome. Like what? The girl that started this channel, like if you go back to those videos, she would have never believed that like Lancome would have given her stuff like that. Like she's just reflecting today. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, the first one said a guy told me that he was bloated at the end of our first dinner date. That would have been it. That would have been no more dates for me. That's so rude to say. That's not even like an ick. That is just like, that person's just rude and not well-mannered. How are you gonna tell a girl that she looks bloated at the end of the first date they're with her? Obviously her stomach is gonna look more full because she ate. Ooh, girl, that just got me mad. I got mad for you. I got mad for you. We see ourselves. Like, I look in the mirror. Like, I can tell if I'm bloated or not. You don't gotta tell me. If someone can't fix something about themselves within 5 seconds, don't comment on it. Like, if they have a crumb, you're like, hey, you got a little crumb. They can fix that. But if someone is like, oh, you got a full face of acne, like, I can't change that. Don't be a dick about it. I 100% think that's an ick. Rude. So I'm doing like a traditional soft glam makeup look today. If you don't like that, that's fine. This is my journey today. I take this Too Faced palette. So cute. Someone who acts sketchy around their phone. To me, when you are implying an ick, it's one instant thing that will instantly turn you off. So I feel like this implies that they're doing it multiple times. Yeah, that would instantly turn me off, but I would catch that like on the first time. I'm never the type to pressure the person I'm dating like for their password or anything. Like I'm not that type of person. If you're purposely being weird around me, then no. I couldn't help myself. I needed to go back into this. Maybe it's the YouTube thing that's just like making me want to use it. All talk and no action. For me now in this growth period that I've surpassed, I just wouldn't entertain it. But I've been that pendeja that has been around when someone like was all talk and no action, and I stayed around like an idiot. I feel like isn't an ick, but it is just like they're just being an asshole and just leading you on anyways. The yassification of Jennifer Juanita. I just realized I said I was gonna do a soft glam, and then I ended up putting glitter and shimmer on my eyes. So it's just gonna be a sultry glam. It's not even a soft glam. Having an ex relationship on IG, that's not even an ick. That's a red flag. Like that's telling you to dip. Like they are never getting over their ex. Any woman who's truly like done with their ex will delete them. They will block them. They will delete them. But men, for some reason, like if that girl truly broke his heart, they will keep that girl on their Instagram for like years after and be like, oh no, it was just like a picture that I like of myself. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I got the wine. I wanted wine. I'm having some rosé on this Thursday. I use the Kiss Naked Drama and Chiffon. I feel like I always get asked what lashes. Honestly, guys, I use so many different types of lashes. It's insane. When they joke about you being a sugar mama because you have a good career, this sounds like a well-established woman. After a while, like if you're single and you've heard this for like every time you go out on a date, like it probably could get really annoying. But would it be the reason why I decide not to date someone? I think it also depends on the delivery of how they say it. If they're like, oh, you're a sugar mama, like after a while, it's like, you're corny. The date constantly on their phone. Oh my God, this was I've dated someone like this. It was literally one date. And then I was like, absolutely not. Like, never again. You will never hear from me. You will never see the light of day for me again. Yeah, he was just like on his phone the whole time. And I don't even know like what he was doing. And then at the end of the day, he was just like, why are you so angry? And I was like, because you were on your phone the whole time. And he was this dude that was like begging me for a date. I was just like, you're the worst type of person. You are the worst type of person. I think it's also a matter of just being respectful to another person. I hate when I'm like with a friend and they're literally immersed on their phone, like on TikTok. I have this one friend that like they would be on their phone. They're like, oh no, it's just my social battery. I'm like, okay, then go home. Don't waste my time because you wanted to spend time with me and you're on your phone. Hold on. Sometimes in my head as I'm filming TikToks or anything, the ghost of Nicki Minaj comes into my voice box and just sits there. If I ever say hold on like that, it's just because I'm referencing Nicki Minaj. Let's try out this Huda Beauty stick foundation. I've never tried it before in my life. The next ick is making himself a victim, making excuses as to why he can't or hasn't done something. Guys, when I think of an ick, I literally think of like someone farts on the first date, and that's an ick. Like, you're done. But like, you guys are dating people who are literally walking red flags. That's too dark. I can't. Making yourself a victim when you know you're in the wrong is a red flag. That's a toxic trait. You should not be talking to this person. And if you continue to talk to this person, what do you want me to do, babes? I'm gonna use the NARS Sheer Glow. I haven't used Sheer Glow in a minute. This is like my favorite foundation. And the next one is an ick of mine, like 100%. If someone chews with their mouth open early on, like, no. That's an ick. That's 100% an ick. If I literally see your food and you're talking with your mouth open full of food when I'm on this date with you, because at least as a woman, I have the decency to be like, I've literally sat on a date and been like, that's what an ick is. I've literally gotten an ick from someone whose nose hairs were way too long. Like, it was a forest. Like, for me to notice your nose hairs and for me to get so turned off that like it made me not want to date you, I know that's superficial. I'm gonna mix in some of this e.l.f. Halo Glow too when they talk about their past relationship. Yes, I think that this is an ick. I think that this is also a red flag, but I'm talking about early on when you are getting to know someone, when you are in that like, you know, new like third date and they're still talking about their ex, they're still talking about their past experiences with someone and they won't shut the fuck up about them. Just go back with them. If you really want to be with them, just do it, because clearly I'm not even here for you to still be acknowledging the people in your past. Lack of attention and seeming disinterested in the relationship. If you're in the talking stage and someone's not giving you attention, like I also have had that self-sabotaging cat and mouse mentality where like if someone doesn't want me, I'm like, why don't you want me? I will make you love me. I can fix you. I can heal you. Like, that's the type of person that I was at some point. For a lot of people, the lack of attention, of course, is gonna be like, why aren't you obsessed with me? Like right now in this moment in my life, I'm like, why aren't you obsessed with me? Well, I have someone who's obsessed with me. But like this past year when I was single, I mean, like, I don't want someone. I literally need someone who is obsessed with me. I need someone to look at me like I'm the most beautiful girl on the planet and like obsess over me. And that's just what I want. And it has to be a man that I also feel the same way. If you're in the talking stage and this person is arguing me the time of day and like you really think that like they're gonna come around for you, like no, that ship has sailed. Because a guy at the end of the day, from the moment they meet you, they're gonna decide right then and there if you're someone serious or not, which is something that was like so hard for me to understand. Like, I'm like, no, but I'm a great person. You might be a great catch, but that does not mean that you are going to be someone's cup of tea. Like, maybe that person, instead of tea, they like fucking coffee. And like, you could be the best cup of tea in the world, but if they just like coffee, they're not going to fuck with that tea. That is some advice. And my older sister gave that to me, and I'm giving it to you as sisterly advice. But he doesn't open the door for you. Okay, that to me is not an ick. That's just, again, you being fucking rude. Like, if you're with me, if you're with a friend, I just feel like it's kind to hold the door for someone. I heard on TikTok the other day, it was like, guys know that girls want to be treated nicely, but they just choose not to. Guys know that girls want a gentleman, and like they just choose to not act that way. For me, the biggest, like, I think it's 100% an ick is when a guy doesn't pay the bill. It's not a feminist thing. It is literally just like, that is one of those things. He should pay the bill. It's no big deal. Like, if you're not insecure about it as a man, like, just pay the bill. And I feel like if a guy really doesn't want to pay the bill, it's just because he's not that into you and he just took you on this date just to get some boom boom or something like that. I genuinely think that like when you're trying to make that first impression on a woman, I think guys do it to see like the woman's self-respect. They're like asking you, oh, can we split it 50-50? Like, they're trying to test you. Being rude to service workers, that is an instant turn off. How entitled are you? They're making your food. Like, how are you gonna be rude to a service worker? Like, you're asking to get your shit spit upon. Like, that's what you're asking for. The camera's not picking up how flawless I look right now. Someone said cheap ass men, and I agree. I'll never forget this piece of advice that I got from this person. Like, it was a guy that we were like in just like a group of people talking. He was a little older, so he was just like, the reason why guys don't want to continue dating you specifically is because you are a high value woman and they're broke. Like, that's the reason why they literally cannot obtain that type of relationship that you want because they're broke. If you're a high value woman, that's the reason. Like, the fact that a grown-ass man, like someone who was older than me by like a few years, literally told me that. The reason why I'm bringing up stuff from my past is because like this is like from years ago, from like when I actively used Tinder. I would go on like one date with a guy and it was like horrible. Fuck Tinder. Lack of ambition or no ambition. If you do not like to work and you like to just sit around and play video games and you're not making money off of it, and if you're not working with it and you have no desire to like learn a craft or something, like if you're a guy, like what are you doing? To me, translates into I need someone who is going to baby me in our marriage or relationship. So I look like a mother. So a lot of these are the same. Cheap ass men, no ambition, lazy, messy, atenido, aka a mama's boy, when I have to pay, lack of ambition. The consensus is girls don't want scrubs. I don't even know why guys try dating girls when they know they have nothing to offer. I mean, like that so savagely. If you just want pum pum, just say you want pum pum and just call it that. Like, you just give her like that good time and communication and respect and loyalty. Like those are things that are non-materialistic, and like you're just choosing not to do that. Like you're choosing not to be a gentleman. Anyways, but literally stop talking to someone because of how their breath smells. It's the second date and your breath still smells bad, if not worse than the first date. Not because of the food. I'm sorry, like I can't. Someone's smile, little kid smile, like yeah, like how do you not know how to smile? I'm having so much fun with this video. Just half magic spray. I'm really surprised no one said any like sexual icks. Like, have you ever been in the middle of like bumping nasties with someone? They do something and it just instantly turns you off. You're like, throw the whole human away. Like I literally cannot finish this act of sin right now. I can think of a few. I'm not gonna go there, but I could think of a few. I think you could think of a few too. She's so beautiful. Well, she's a mammoth, of course. My lip is gonna be Sweet Tea by Morphe. Sweet Disposition by NARS. And I'm gonna do, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do KKW Nude 2. Oh, these, I think I'm done. Blowing their nose while you're eating, I do this sometimes. But it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, if your nose is running and you're in the middle of date, like literally, what are you gonna do? I'm probably the person who's causing the ick on that end. People who don't keep the conversation going on dating apps, like if they are not keeping conversations with you on dating apps, it's because like they literally like are talking to so many other people. On dating apps, there's always gonna be someone who's prettier than you, smarter than you, more charming than you, and like in general, that's how life is. But like on dating apps, it's like amplified. So you just gotta keep that in mind. You gotta be tough on dating apps. Okay guys, this is the final look. Not a soft glam, but still a beautiful glam makeup look, and I think I delivered. And I had so much fun filming this. Let me know if you guys want us to talk about a specific topic next week. I think I'm gonna call this series Just Jen. Like, just Jen doing her makeup, just Jen having cafecito, just Jen having some wine. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.